confident start to finish. What did you feel like changed from your perspective?
I mean, we came out of halftime, the start of the third period, and sort of just trading baskets. We tried to call timeout and regroup our guys. This is a very dangerous team, and I thought that they responded. I thought from that point on we played defense to hold that team to 37 second half points, 14 in the fourth period. They're hard to guard. They're really hard to guard, and I think that excites me probably the most, our second half defense.
Coach, only 9 turnovers tonight. You guys took care of the basketball. You also only brought up, you only gave him 37 points in the second half, had to give him 16 in the first. What was working for you guys tonight?
I mean, just trying to improve on the things we know are going to matter if we're fortunate enough to play in postseason. Turnovers are always on our mind. We play, with the fourth fastest pace or whatever it is. We got a young point guard, a rookie point guard, and they come. You just hope to reduce them and hope that the flavor of turnovers, reckless passes, more than illegal screens or like back stepping out of bounds, like there's different species of turnovers that really are upsetting. I thought that we did a better job of not like the sloppy passes, and I think that the sting in our defense, and especially the attention that we had to give to the three-point line, was good for the most part, excellent at times.
But you talked about the three-point defense and closing out without fouling and being able to rotate the right way. How do you evaluate how they did on that?
I thought we were pretty good. I give us a B+. I think that like that thing at the start of the third period where they, had a little flurry of threes, and you feel it. It's anytime we connect the dots of how leads evaporate, it's the same thing. You foul too much, you turn it over, they go on a three-point flurry. And so those three areas, like when you're holding a lead, you're always trying to, be aware of. And I think for the most part, they only got up, 28 threes. Like they've been averaging 40. And since I think February 1 or Christmas Day or something, recent, my analytics people tell me. But to just reduce them, let alone get to them, was our game plan. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job.
Your thoughts on Joel's performance?
I thought he was dominant. He's a hard matchup for this team. They opted to go a little bit small, a little bit more mobile. Their young draft pick, I think, plays with high energy. Sort of reminds me of like Nerlens was for us in the first few years. I thought he was extremely aggressive. I love when he tries to get deep catches in the paint and just, find that balance of bullying his way into the game. I thought he had some big passes out of the post, really sophisticated passes. We're always mindful that he's going to get the ball a lot. I think he gets the most NBA touches in the league at a post, and so what do you do with it once you get it? The combination of him scoring and him passing out of the post, I thought he was pretty special tonight.
You've gotten through a big road stretch. How would you assess the last few weeks?
I think we're learning. I feel these games are as much as we want to win, and we do. We're trying to move up the food chain. We're trying to move up as far as we can. But I sort of step back and you feel what Miami exposes. You feel what Washington exposes. You felt Milwaukee, what they exposed, and we're going to feel a really hot team in Indiana. We play Indiana at home in a few days, and Brooklyn, can we get into scramble mode and cover the three-point line? And so apart from the win, for me, it's always like that continuous learning, trying to feel what do we need to get better at, making sure that we cover and tick boxes so that we're as well equipped to handle a postseason appearance as we can be.
What's the biggest thing you learned from this road trip?
I think that my negatives is we have to play longer. The peaks and valleys that you experience with any any team, probably coach going to say the same thing. I personally feel the pain of our, young growing team with the ups and downs. I feel it, and I'm hoping that we can sort of arrest those types of mood swings. I think that our bench is coming along. I thought tonight, with TJ and Ersan and Marco, and I thought Rashawn came in at 5 assists. I was really happy with the growth of that part of our evolution. But I think the road trip sort of teaches you those types of things.
You had a few games now with Elias Sova and Ginobili and Bellinelli. How do you feel you're more prepared for the playoff with those two guys in your roster now?
With Irsan and Marco, I mean, they're just experienced men. It's not like you're bringing, you know, two guys that haven't played in the league or haven't played high-level basketball. They have for Turkey and Italy. They have for their respective NBA teams. You know, and I have coached Irsan in the past and have had a connection with Marco's sort of hoop fraternity for a long time. And so I think there's a comfort level of understanding that we both have with each other, those three, and me as their coach. And I think that the fact that they can shoot, you know, sort of rounds out the picture. It's the experience, the veteran side, good people, and can shoot. That's a pretty potent package for us.
That was what's missing for you guys to think bigger for the playoff? You think that they're...
I think that they give you a far greater chance to try to win in the playoffs. I felt like the group that we had, we were right there. I think that they tip it. I think that they, you know, provide a veteran sort of presence and certainly an identifiable NBA skill in their perimeter stuff especially. And I feel like they just, you know, do a good job. I think Brian Colangelo did an excellent job bringing those two guys into the program. And I feel like we are a lot deeper and have more ability to go to our bench than we've had in the past.
It looks like the window of opportunity has shrunk for a team.
A little bit, it has. You know, with the inclusion of Marco, you know, his opportunities have been reduced. I feel it's a huge part and something I'm mindful of to keep our guys alive and not let them, you know, rot on a bench. And so I try to find my moments where I can throw them, you know, a chunk of minutes. Tonight, you know, it's 5 or 6 minutes for Justin Anderson and Timotei to try to keep them alive. You know, Justin hasn't played for a while. You know, we went to Rashawn over Amir tonight with that same sort of spirit to keep their bodies moving and their spirits up as well. And Timotei has taken a hit with Marco coming in.